case you're newly joining my Twitch channel, I've got it set to where you have to be a follower for a month before you can comment, and that's to drive away spammers, scammers, trolls, etc. $74. If they don't believe in you, they might not believe in anyone. You're an entrepreneur if you want to make film. Read about people like you. So I guess that would include entrepreneurs. Invite someone you admire to lunch, etc. They'll admire you back. Ten answers to "Are you done yet?" No. And you? Why do you ask? The last time I remember, you were let them fill in. So those kind of seem like diversionary answers. For those really interested, the more I work on it, the more I realize what it's really about. I started writing on the other side of the page here. Yes, I'm done with the version I last told you about, but it's going to have to go in a different direction for me to stay involved. to stick with it. I wish it was. The darkest moment before the dawn. It's harder than I thought. Maybe because I've discovered how meaningful it is to me. I'm rewriting it for an actor who's my friend. An interested executive. A different rating. Different financing. A new budget. Different locations. Different collaborators who have their own input. My lawyer who anticipated some legal problems. A different age group. More mass audience. A different take on the violence. My writing partner and I are just now coming together on this, and so it's been hard. My goals have changed. Self for money or the reverse. Section 12. It's a sad dog who can't wag its own tail. $76. Faking confidence. Okay, I don't know why my arm keeps cramping up. I do not have enough wrist rest here. $76. Faking confidence. Treat the boss as if you were welcoming him into your house. You'll concentrate on his comfort. Internal motivations are to help you relax. To start the party. to share the joke, to let you in on the secret, and to share the joy, and to give you a gift and watch you open it. I guess this has to do with like interviews, like, you know, when somebody summons you in. I have a viewer. So a viewer, just note that you can't comment until you've been following the channel for a month. And I do that to keep out trolls and spammers and stuff. As you walk onto set, everybody is nervous. It's my job to help them not to be. What is that word? Take baby steps. You can learn all there is to know about a future thing, but never master everything. Three pages done. Give career advice. Figure out what they should or should not do, and then take your own advice. Use a firm handshake. If you can't say something positive, shut up. Don't wear uncomfortable clothes. Leave plenty of travel time open. Don't explain why you're late. Or complain about it. Rehearse your pitch mentally. Pitching is storytelling by another name. Joy is good self-esteem. Clarity is the second most important thing. Know the conflict. Know the point, moral, theme of the story. It's what you want them to think at the end. Know the way the story ends. Everything should funnel towards it. Know what's at stake from the outset. The tone and reaction to the tone should match. 4 pages done. Game out what your audience wants and make adjustments. Use images, etc. Set up 2 bad choices as conflict. Use an idea the boss gives you and weave it in. Practice your pitch. That goes without saying. Establish eye contact. That is not going to happen for me. I can establish eye contact, but I can't keep it. When I'm talking to somebody, like, I'm rarely looking directly, like, in their eyes, you know. I'm like studying their whole face, or like what they've pointed to, you know, or just off into the distance or on the ground or something. And it's not because I'm not listening to them. It actually is because I'm listening to them and I'm not concentrating on watching their face move and make words. Sell you, your film, and the audience. Know what to leave out of your presentation. Be brief. Show that you have all the elements except for the persons whom, that should be to whom you're talking to. So act like it's totally not obvious what it was they were going to say, even if you've anticipated what it is they're going to say. Wrong answers. I don't have that, but you can get it for me. Don't say, I fired the co-writer and it's okay. That is a potential IP rights problem. I have no idea how much it will cost to make. That's hard to explain. I'll get back to you. I don't know. I don't have any actors in mind. I don't know what the audience would be. I don't have any other financiers. $78. Delegate. Trust other people. You multiply your control by sharing it. Yeah, because as long as you like pick someone who who you trust, and who you've vetted, you're kind of saying, well, not only do I have control of this, but also somebody else who agrees with me is on my side, and they agree with, they want this done too. The people who you share control with bring you back choices. $79. Now delegate smart. There are small things that will fall outside job definitions. You can't do them all on your own. Pick the crew who are natural at the task. Get the AD or line producer or friend to do these tasks. Imagine your film as a dinner party. Pick individually people who can talk with the guests, public relations, check on lasagna, someone who's reliable, keep an eye on the kids, security, etc. Answer the door or phone. Calm drunkards down. People person. Turn an awkward moment into a funny joke. Calm the upset without making them worse. I ended up having 2 page 32s. Figure out which role you would take. By the way, we've gotten 6 pages done. Keep the experience in your mind. This is bullet point 80. Keep the experience in your mind PG. Don't fight. Make a caring, effective work environment. 81. Prearrange an all hours crisis line. AKA a family member or friend whom you can be honest with. So basically that's for you. It's not for it's not for your cast or anything. Rehearse apologies to crew on them. If the apology is too broad, it's a wimp looking for love. Too narrow and you're petty. Make your bed every day and know it'll be there for you to come back to. Helps you think one day at a time. keep your friends so you can laugh about it someday. Pain plus distance equals comedy. Don't hurt your friends. Uh, 84. Run the race to the finish and you'll have won. You're only running against yourself. I don't know I still don't know what book I got this from. Maybe it was like Filmmaking for Dummies or something. I have no idea. Section 14, the road trip test. Somehow I missed section 13 in this thing. Would you go on a 3-week or 3-month road trip with this potential crew person? Who complains and is impatient? Who tells a good story? Who listens well? Who wants to go home and get another job? Who always wants to eat? Who never needs to? I guess that would just have to do with catering. Maybe it's who is needy and who is not needy. Who shares the bill fairly? Who flirts with the cashier? I don't think flirting with people is a good idea if they're on the job. They are kind of stuck there at their job. You don't want to put pressure on them when they can't get away from you. Who would you trust to read the map or ask directions? Who says, "I told you so"? Who would you trust to drive while you're asleep? Who monopolizes choices? Choose the one you had the most fun with. '86. Beware the Ides of March. There is only betrayed by friends. I think that should be like... You can only be betrayed by friends. Recognize the behavior if it happens. Don't excuse it. Strengthen yourself beforehand to have spirit and clarity later. Don't lose your standards. Don't compromise on what's morally okay. Keep your right, wrong instincts. '87. Loyalty wins over experience any day. Hire the same person often. Always say thank you. Everything but stunt coordinating requires experience. You could repeatedly audition. Beware of 2-for-1 and both or none deals. Their loyalty is to each other, not the film. They might break up and take the crew down with them. Or like, you know, they kind of break up into factions. Be the common ground for all crew, etc. $89. If you have to talk to anyone If you have to talk anyone into working on the film, don't. They'll need attention and it'll drag down you and your film. They might quit. Don't be the needy person or the coddled. Don't believe the hype, believe the work. When hiring, watch their reel carefully. Check references. So they could just be flat out lying about what they worked on or what they did. Meet in person. Meet in person, treat all the crew the same, even your friends. I think that's 8 pages. Yeah, that's 8 pages. It lets them know you're not desperate. It makes them work for your make them work for your respect. It allows you to have a prior reference. You can find out who's responsible for the way things came out on the reel. Also shows the way they respect and treat each other and treat other people and their flaws. You learn to to what extent they take responsibility for their mistakes. You learn to what extent they should take responsibility for their mistakes. They should and should learn from them. You'll learn from their solutions. If you can't talk during the interview, it'll only get worse. The audience gives you the words to use. Story essentials don't change. The way you tell it does. Your confidence comes from you and your audience's comfort and acceptance of each other, because you know they'll understand. Okay. Pick someone who you feel comfortable telling jokes, personal things. There shouldn't be awkward moments. Or if you're friends with me, it will just only be awkward moments. Everyone on crew, cast should have a common language. Choose crew who have something to gain. Pick intangibles: challenge, prestige, fun, learning, meaning, and purpose. don't pick freelancers. I don't know what that means, because everybody who works on a film is going to be a freelancer, unless they're like... Oh boy, this is not good. All these notes are like almost completely washed out. Like, I got water on this at some point, and it just destroyed the writing on it. You can make a product out of a business person. I cannot read this at all. Why do I not have the shades open? Yeah, I give up on trying to read that. You have finite attention to give finite people. '93. Take references very, very, very seriously. You need to find out if they're incompetent or crazy. You probably shouldn't hire year-old reference people. So in other words, they should have no gaps in their resume. If they can't give you references, it wasn't their work. You shouldn't do this either. They lied about their position. You shouldn't do this either. It's easier to describe the lower level position you had. They had a bad relationship with their previous boss. Listen to what the reference person is not saying. Ask how often he was late. Ask what position responsibilities were held. Did they stay for the whole shoot? Were they responsible for any money they might have been given? Did he notify you of major problems he was having? Did they ever lie? Did they have any problems with the rest of the crew? What was your relationship at the start and finish? $94. Genius can be more trouble than it's worth. A genius is humble, hardworking, respectful of the world, have awe at the world, sensitively appreciate you and your film, and eager to learn. false genius, flaky, ineffectual worker, needs attention, won't let you contribute. True geniuses try new solutions. True geniuses try new solutions. True geniuses are emotionally intelligent. That's kind of not true. Because, like, there's a lot of people who are autistic, and, well, they might be emotionally intelligent, but just not able to emotionally engage in the same way that atypical or the typical people, neurotypical people, engage. So kind of, yeah. People are different. I don't think you necessarily have to be emotionally intelligent. Just some people deal with emotions in a different way that other people deal with emotions. All right. So that was 10 pages of film notes, and I still have no idea what book this went to. Aha! It's what they don't teach you at film school. So now we know. Let's see what they're up to nowadays. What's Camille Landau doing nowadays? apparently Camille Landau hasn't made another movie. Hasn't made a movie since 2006. I'm looking Camille Landau up on IMDb. Tierra White hasn't made another movie since 2005. So just looking up on Google, they don't have a great web presence. They're not really marketing themselves on the web, so they must be marketing themselves either in New York or LA. So maybe not the best people to be dispensing film advice. Maybe they're operating in a teaching capacity, but just you'd think if they're making movies they'd have more credits out there. It's not bad advice. Just looks like they gave up and stopped making movies in 2005 or 2006. So, what gives? What's their story?